Alrighty, we should be good. What is going on, guys? It is your boy, Eric of EMFC.
And this is Derek of the EMFC.
And we're back. We're live. It's Wrestle Chat Wednesday on a Thursday once again. This is our most consistent schedule, of course. No Matt today. He's off today, of course, from EMFC. But he will be back soon. But in the meantime, there is a lot of things that happened this weekend. It was SummerSlam weekend. A lot of stuff to catch up on. And a lot of other behind the scenes situations. Surprise returns. Shocking events, really. Now that I think of it, because I was just going to skip straight to SummerSlam. I forgot SmackDown was kind of important as well. But yeah, let's get into the review then. Slowest instincts in the world. Here we are. So, let me open another tab for SmackDown because we have to do that first. But yeah, we are here on the review. Appreciate Triple H here in the chat hyping us up. As I kind of set up everything
here. Thank you, Triple H. It's a pleasure to see you again, sir.
Hope you're doing well. Saw some boxing videos from him, so it looks like he is doing pretty well.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, I was gonna skip right ahead to SummerSlam weekend because SummerSlam, of course, a lot of important things happen. SmackDown was more of a setup to the pay-per-view. I think the only really important thing that happened was that Julia fought Zelina Vega for the Women's United States title. Again, it was 2 nights of wrestling for the pay-per-view of SummerSlam, but they couldn't get the US title on the card, apparently. I'm not sure if the match is worthy of it. I mean, I feel like both of them, like, they still need, like, a step up. Like, Julia's, like, new to the roster, so winning the title is huge, but, like, where do you go from there, you know? And Zelina Vega is the former champion, but it was pretty lackluster title reign regardless, right? So, yeah, it was an okay match. I feel like Julia carried a lot. Zelina Vega, I felt like she botched, like, a lot, so it wasn't the best match, but it ended the way it needed to. The rest of the matches got promoted, as you guys can see here, with Jika Fatu, Solo, Steel Cage, and then, of course, everything with Jelly Roll, Logan Paul. It was just chaos everywhere. The most important thing that came out of SmackDown, though, was that the real John Cena returned. It was a huge surprise. Derek's frozen on the screen. I'm not sure if he's okay. Oh, no. We got a surprise appearance here, it looks like.
Absolutely crazy.
He's quiet, though. Very quiet.
Yeah, it's coming. Don't worry.
But appreciate Triple H in the chat here. What's up, King Erica? But yeah, the biggest surprise was the John Cena turned face. So random. It was actually insane. We all thought, obviously, it was a ruse because pretty much John Cena called out The Rock. He called out Travis Scott. He said
Every night I dream of you.
Oh my God, there is this crackhead,
Every
bro.
night I dream of you, and I miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. That's why I'm here. I don't want to miss you guys, all right? I'm here.
Oh my God. He's always
Even
here.
though you're seeing us this entire weekend, you're seeing us.
Every time I dream of you. Never do it. I miss you, babe, and I don't want to miss a thing. Can't see, bro. Holy fuck.
Oh my God. You can't see.
What's up, Triple
Must
H?
see. 17. Looking like a blues brother.
I had to get new shades for this trip, bro. Anyways, what's up? I haven't watched wrestling all week.
Oh, we're in the review portion. So I said that SmackDown was just pretty much a setup of the pay-per-view, so it wasn't too important. The biggest important thing was that John Cena turned face. He called out The Rock. Yeah. He called out Travis Scott. And he said the real John Cena is going to be back. We were like, yeah, okay, bud. The heel turn is going to be crazy on Sunday, but we'll talk about that after That was SmackDown
no.
straight into SummerSlam, 2 nights, big extravaganza. As we said last week, we all had some opinions on if it was going to work out, if it wasn't going to work out, if it was needed, if it was not needed, the type of matches that they added, how this is kind of like the more improved WrestleMania, or how WrestleMania should have been, because the card is pretty solid. I personally, just gonna put it out here, wasn't so impressed with night one, but
No,
I don't know if there was
wasn't
any,
needed.
if there wasn't any, maybe it's here, maybe results. Let's see here that in order of what happened, it might not be in order though. I don't think so. I think it's only night two. Okay, here we go. Yeah, it is in order. So night one starts pretty strong, honestly. I thought it was gonna be like a main event caliber match. It's start the night off Jey Uso and Roman, the OTC first. The one is for starting off the night. Roman Reigns versus the little Bronson Reed and the Braun
Bronson and Bronson?
Breaker, the Braun and Braun. I was trying to find a joke for them to start
Braun
off
and
the night and
Bronson.
not being main event, but yeah, this match surprisingly started the night off. What do you guys think? Just on it, the match in general, and the opinion of it starting off the night.
I liked it. I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun tag team match. I like the guys who I thought were going to won the match, and I think it's we're continuing to see more of. I think the focus here is seeing more of Roman's change in character, where he went from being someone who used everybody around him to keep himself on top, and now he's putting himself and his body on the line for his family. And you saw more of that in that match. I used to just see him having more fun, like him kind of instant, like kind of like started the whole yeet like mid entrance thing and everything like that, like just like different parts of his character that we haven't seen since he became the tribal chief. So I think that in itself was pretty entertaining. The tag team match was pretty fun. But overall, I think it was a good opener. I didn't mind the fact that we had this opening and having the world title match closing, especially considering, how the night ended. So I thought it was a good way to start off the match, start off the night for sure.
Matthew.
It was a good match still. Sorry, I'm enthralled. Today is the first day at Battlefield 6, so
Oh, is it
I
really?
don't know, I might go buy the beta. I might go buy the beta code so I can play for like an hour
I
before
thought it
bed.
was free.
Oh no, that's only on the weekend. Of course, we're not here.
Oh,
This is early beta.
Okay. Do you trust EA though?
Of course,
Yes.
bro. It's my life. They made Super Mega Baseball 4, of course. That's
Oh
my favorite
man,
game.
Lit, lit,
it
lit.
looks fun.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match, like we expected. Actually, no. Who got pinned? It was Roman, no? Or I mean, Jay
No,
pinned Finn. My bad.
Jay
Jay
Pin.
Pin Bronson.
But Roman sacrificed himself. So yeah, you can see the
Lit.
change. I hope Roman gets into something more interesting than this. But again, he's going to film
Oh,
stuff with
they will.
Cody.
Oh,
So,
you haven't heard?
You didn't watch
but
Raw?
what? I'm not on Instagram.
Apparently, oh
He's
no, apparently he's gonna he's still around for a little bit longer.
Yeah, he's gonna be there
Oh,
the next couple weeks. Apparently, Raw is
ah,
gonna be appearing.
okay.
He's
He's
been
actually gonna.
advertised.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
No, I didn't watch
so
Raw. That's why I didn't want to come on the
Oh,
podcast, to be honest. But
oh, okay. We'll tell you right now. Don't worry about that.
oh, lovely. Let's go. Next match.
But yeah, that was the first match. I agree with your opinions. It's pretty solid. Um, it kind of goes downhill from there. Honestly, the next one was the women's tag team match, which I thought was gonna be pretty cool, and I still feel like the dynamic was pretty sick. It was Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez from the Judgment Day versus Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss. A lot of intriguing storylines, a lot of teases of breaking up for both sides, but at the end, Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair they win the
Win.
tag titles, which I thought was a good call. We all predicted it, honestly, but yeah, it was just like an okay match to have in the middle. Wasn't the worst, wasn't the best. That was pretty good. You guys have any other opinions besides that, or should we keep going? Go quickly across night one.
I mean, yeah, the match was fun. I feel like the payout wasn't as cool as I thought it was going to be because you kind of thought you were gonna get the payout of like, oh, Charlotte and Alexa Bliss are like friends now and stuff like that, but they're still kind of working that whole storyline of like they're still acquaintances and like they're kind of friends, but they're whatever. But the match was good. I kind of feel it was weird that they took the titles off of Judgment Day, considering they did the whole like everyone's a champion thing. But
Mhm.
I understand for the sake of the plot with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss why they did. So yeah.
I like their tag team. They're kind of cheesy, but hey, if it gives us a different Charlotte, let's go.
Bless
Sorry.
you.
I'm a mess, guys. Uh, I had pizza and twisted teas for dinner. It was a good time.
Oh my god, so he's twisted up
You know?
tonight.
Oh my god. So yeah, it was a good match. Again, we had a great time. This first day, I don't think we watched half the matches. So
It's true.
me
Uh
and Derek were having a hell of a time.
Oh yeah.
second
Oh yes,
match.
we were.
Second match was more of like the people online who are like super committed to ruining our lives. Really, Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn. We thought it was gonna be a huge payoff here, where like finally Karrion Kross is on a pay per view. It's the second time. Sami Zayn might turn heel. They might tease it, or this might be the one where it breaks him. But yeah, none of that happened. Sami Zayn just beats Karrion Kross clean. He had a chance to turn heel. Underdog wins. Doesn't say anything. Doesn't make Karrion Kross say anything. Wasted all our times. People were very, very angry because they wanted
Oh,
Karrion
don't
Kross to
worry.
go over.
Wait for SmackDown, bro. We got a good old segment, a good pre-recorded segment ready for you. Okay, don't
Okay,
worry. It's coming. Even though they're on Raw, somehow it'll be on SmackDown.
of course. Yeah, that was pretty
Pretty
much it.
boring match. I don't know why Sammy's not in the main event, but whatever. I guess he needs Kevin Owens to be there so that when he fails at the main event, he has a feud to go to. So
Mhm.
R.I.P. Quebec,
Next
R.I.P.
up,
France, R.I.P. Montreal.
next up,
Right there.
we thought this match was gonna be more of a banger. I don't think we paid much attention to it, and I think it was pretty quickly too. Was Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill for the WWE Women's Championship. Jade Cargill is what we discussed before, a kind of like superstar in the making that just hasn't gotten the traction to be there. She won the
Mhm.
women's Queen of the Ring,
Queen of the Ring.
opposed to the men's Queen of the Ring, of course. Um, and yeah, this is her chance to shine, and she got buried. So, what do you guys think on the match and the result?
So a couple of things. I'll go back to like the Sami Zayn and Karrion Kross thing. Um, I think Karrion Kross is done. Personally, like I think he's finished. I think it's
Supposedly
finito.
not
I
on the
think that was the
sheets.
last match. There is something on the sheets about it, and I honestly like the way that match ended. Kind of felt like that was it.
Oh yeah.
Which, yeah. So we'll get into the sheets later to talk about it. But yeah, in regards to the Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton match, um, I went on the podcast last week and I said that I felt that WWE was grooming Jade Cargill to be the next big women's um wrestler in WWE, and like everything was kind of catered towards her. And then Tiffany Stratton beat her, and not only did she beat her in 7 minutes.
Ah, it was 7 minutes. I knew it was short, bro.
Yeah, it was a short match. And to me, that's kind of alarming.
I mean, WWE has done
Um,
quite a lot of things that have been alarming this past
yes,
week. So
yes,
we'll get
I
to
would
that.
agree. I would
But go on.
absolutely agree. But I think that it's going to be very interesting to see Jade Cargill's direction going forward, because up until this point, they have booked her to make her look nearly like unstoppable. And
Mhm.
I felt like this was the first time that people were able to see what I have already known. And not to sound like a dickhead, but like just seeing that there are still improvements that can be made here. And maybe it's the same with Tiffany Stratton too. Like she has done a lot of really good work as the women's champion too. But this match could have been a lot better, but it wasn't amazing. And I felt like like some things were exposed a little bit more in regards to just not necessarily saying that like you're trash and that like this is it kind of thing, but more so like okay, there's more stuff that needs to be worked on.
Mhm.
So we will see what direction they go with Jade Cargill in here, because I feel like now that she's been to the top and she's got knocked off, like where do you go from here? Because the main person that she was feuding with is no longer on the show, the other person that she could potentially feud with is still injured.
Yeah.
And so now that you have that, Nia Jax isn't on SmackDown right now either because of her whole stuff with NXT right now. So I feel like that leaves the door open for her having a major villain piece for Tiffany Stratton going forward until she kind of finds her next thing. So I think that it might be what's next for her, and I'm hoping that is because Jade Cargill as a heel
Mhm.
is that is what brought eyes to her in the first place. Her in-ring presence, it was more so her mic presence as a heel and her just being unapologetic and knowing who she was very
Mhm.
early that made her a sight. So I think if they go that route and they make Jade Cargill into that person, aka that bitch from AEW, I
Mhm.
think we are going to see that next level for her.
So is she gonna be a full heel, or is she something like a badass?
I think she's gonna be a full heel. I think that they are because I'm really trying to think on the SmackDown roster right now who is a heel. Like Nia Jax was the main heel on SmackDown, and
Mhm.
now she's not there. So who else is there right now? Like Charlotte's not a heel anymore. Um,
Chelsea
Chelsea
Green.
Green is very heavy mid card heel, so like it's not
Yeah.
going to be her.
Well,
Like
that's
there's
the
nobody
problem
for Tiffany,
with
right?
Jade is that she has the presence of a main eventer, but she should really be fighting for the U.S. title right now, where it
Yeah,
goes
yeah,
for her career in wrestling.
Mhm.
yeah. I
Again,
think she's fine
she will
in
get
that
there,
position. Yeah, she will
but
get there, but I think right
yeah.
now she's fine in the position that she's in. But I think especially with this feud with Tiffany, and then
Mhm.
when eventually you get Bianca Belair to come back, if you're not going to turn Bianca heel, but you still want to run Bianca versus Jade, this is how you do it,
Which
right?
is
So
weird because then Naomi's also heel, so either Jade's gonna be like, "Well, Naomi's successful, so I'm gonna do that." It's like you're the one that we're all supposed to be feeling sorry for. So if she does
yeah,
turn heel, it feels kind of weird.
it
But
does. But I
I don't
The
know.
think
storm's always coming.
in there, yeah,
Always.
and that it is. I think the thought process there is that like I think they're just like Naomi's like her chapter is done. Like just forget anything that you remember from
Mm-mm.
that whole thing,
Fair,
and
fair.
let's just move forward, kind of thing. And I think that's what they're trying to do. Which is what I see because that's just kind of like how they're moving at this point, I guess. But yeah,
Interesting.
I could see that being a thing for sure. I am currently ordering Scotty Bonds to the crib because it's $5
Oh
Woo!
wow.
You're not getting the bowl that Johnny got, eh?
Oh, I'm getting the bowl, bro. It's $5, bro. Like what?
What do
Whoa.
you mean $5?
On Skip the Dishes, it's $5 for that same bowl.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
You know what else is
Crazy.
crazy? The cottage, bro. I'm geeked. I can't
Oh
wait.
Oh,
man,
super
he's
geek,
geeked.
bro.
So excited.
All right, so
I'm
to
gonna be
continue
laying in
to
a chair.
continue with the terrible night one, it's Jelly Roll and Randy Orton versus Logan Paul
Skip.
and Drew. Just like us in
Skip.
real life, it was a firm skip. We didn't really watch much. Shout out Jelly Roll for doing one crazy like freaking super corner spot. He was smashed through a table and he was like positioning himself to make sure he doesn't get damaged, and he got damaged.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Um,
I was like, he didn't hit any good moves. What are you talking about? He just
there
laid
was
there and let Logan Paul jump on
there's
him.
multiple times that he
Just
was
let
moving
Logan Paul fuck him, bro.
and he was like positioning himself to like
Beast.
take the pain,
Yeah,
and he
yeah.
did. But good for him. He did what he
We
needed
don't
to.
like that though.
He's
No,
the
you're showing
first.
too
Oh
much.
no, of course.
WWE unreal, bro. We
You're
know.
exposing the business.
You're exposing the business. I'm sorry. No, Jelly Roll never again. No, I'm kidding. Jelly Roll is pretty good with his promos. But other than that, alright.
He was the first celebrity to lose. He actually asked for it. Apparently, he said it afterwards on I think it was Cody Rhodes' podcast. Yeah.
That bastard lost me points.
Good.
I'm going after him, bro.
There's a table spot
What's
right
his
there.
Instagram? Actually, you guys message him on Instagram. Let him know, bro.
And then to end off night one, which I mean the match was pretty good for what it was. Again, I feel like we weren't locked in as we were for night two.
No,
World Heavyweight
absolutely
Championship,
not.
CM Punk versus Gunther. This is the position the world title should be in. Should be main eventing. It kind of felt like a main event feel, but it also kind of felt like we were waiting for what's gonna happen after and not what happened during the match. CM Punk took a pretty big beating, a lot of chops. Remind me of Gunther afterwards in the sheets because there's something that came out today, which I'll tell you guys about. So yeah, very stiff shots. CM Punk's chest was bleeding. It's kind of cool. They did the thing. At the end of the day, CM Punk won the match. Won it clean. Everyone's like, "Oh my God, CM Punk has done. He's won the World Heavyweight title." Most important part at the end is when Seth Rollins finally comes out. He comes out with Paul Heyman, with crutches and all, injured leg, well, with the Money in the Bank briefcase. Turns around to leave. So we were like, what's gonna happen? He's gonna send out Braun Breaker instead. Are they gonna attack him and then he's gonna pin him injured or whatever? But he does take away everything, all his gear, and turns out he's fully fine. He's healed. Maybe he wasn't hurt after all. Runs down, cashes in Money in the Bank. Very funny because everything I saw online and reactions to it is that whole thing where Seth Rollins threw away his crutches, threw away his leg brace. CM Punk could have been right out of the building, bro. He could have been. They were on the New Jersey side. He could have been in New York right now, bro. And he let
He's a bellend, bro.
he-
He's too old.
he let Seth Rollins run all the way down and cash in, but he did. It was huge. Seth Rollins is now the World Heavyweight Champion. What do you guys think of the cash in? What do you guys think of the match? What do you think about night one?
The match was good. The match was good. The match was good. It was interesting. I didn't think CM Punk was going to win. I have said this before. I'm not sure if I said it on the podcast, but I really feel like Sami Zayn was supposed to be in CM Punk's position. And I actually predicted that this exact same thing was going to happen, except with Sami Zayn and Gunther and Seth Rollins catching in on him at SummerSlam. So I feel like something fell apart somewhere. We got CM Punk instead, but it's fine. But the match was pretty cool. It was a interesting moment to see CM Punk finally win the title, but the cash in was perfect. Everything about it was perfect. Memes aside, with the fact that CM Punk could have literally have run away. Yes, he could have. But for dramatic effect, having Seth Rollins come out, and us just being completely swerved, and I think a lot of people have also kind of started to get fed up with like all the dirt sheets because like everyone had tried to prove that Seth Rollins wasn't hurt, and like again, it's like the speculation I think is what added to the whole moment because we really didn't know. So when we saw him come out, it's like, oh, I guess it was a work, but then he has a crutches, so it was like, okay, cool. But then like revealing that he was completely fine. The Becky Lynch saying like, oh, did my social media post like throw you off? Like, oops, my bad, kind of thing, right? And it's just like they did everything on
threw you off?
their end,
Nope. Didn't think so. That's what
you know.
I was saying. The
But
minute he
like,
walked out, I knew he was cashing in.
oh,
On the
so did I.
crutches, bro. Come on,
So
bro.
did I. But
Just got
like,
What
it
else
pictures.
was
was he
so
doing there?
cool. Like, and for me, like, I told you and I told Albert, like, the week after when they said like the MRI was inconclusive, I Albert was just kind of like, is that a thing? And I was like, no, it's not. But like the a regular wrestling fan isn't going to know what MRIs are supposed to see, but an MRI is going like they said like there was too much swelling for them to see if he tore his ACL, and like I was like that's a lie. Like an MRI is literally supposed to you use an MRI because there's too much swelling. Like that's why you use an MRI in the first place. So I was like, okay, like that was a bold faced lie, but like I got people like the regular fan isn't gonna know that, right? Like again, the regular fans are gonna know that, like, again, if he tore his ACL, they would have known right then and there in the ring when they tested for his ACL, to see if the ligament was torn. Like, you could test that in 2 seconds, right? So the fact that they were being very gung ho about it, and then say like, oh yeah, like, we tried an MRI, but it didn't really work, so we're gonna try again in a few weeks. It was definitely something that they needed to execute sooner before people started asking more questions. So I thought that they did well in being able to contain what they could within that time. Even though like, the cat kind of got out of the bag, but like even though it did, like a lot of people were like, no, no, like that's not a thing, that's not a thing, and it was very back and forth with it. So but the actual execution of it was amazing. Definitely like top five cash in, and it's crazy that Seth Rollins has two entries for top five cash ins in WWE history, but he
True.
definitely does. I would even say he probably has top three.
Well, it's him and Edge at that point.
Basically, that's it. It's him and Edge.
Exactly.
I don't know. I was on the other side to be honest, because of our predictions. In my head, it was either Gunther was winning because Seth came in and failed to cash in, or CM Punk was winning and Seth was cashing in, and it was working. Yo, guys, can I say something quick?
Oh,
Johnny,
boy.
yes, go ahead. I didn't really like. Okay. I didn't like the cash. I did like the cash in, but I thought it was predictable. I don't know why. I just thought it was gonna happen.
Oh my God, that's stone cold. That's stone cold. My God! For God's sakes! Appreciate the sub. Oh my God. It's funny. For God's
Yeah, no,
sakes, so close back.
in my head it was predictable, but I don't know. I was also running around the garage, so I didn't really like take it in fully. But I don't know. It
We're
just
also off
didn't
the
hit.
licks.
Oh,
Johnny, while we have you in the chat, what did you think about the cash in? Do you think it's top 5 worthy? Do you think it was
I think
a
it
good
would have
cash
been
in?
better if they executed the lie better. I feel like there was already too much stuff around.
You see.
You know what I mean?
They said the wrong one.
Like, if they said, "Oh, he has an injury, he's gonna be out," then I'd believe it more. I felt like I was in the weeds too much to enjoy it. But anything to hinder CM Punk's
Gender?
rise, hinder the gender, then I'm excited, bro.
Johnny,
No way, bro.
Johnny in the chat says, all I know is that Seth
No
throwing the crutches was hard.
way.
Can't remember the last time a work got me like this. Honestly, when I thought you turned around, I thought the boys were gonna come out, the Braun and Braun, bro. I thought
Really?
they were gonna take him out, and then Seth was gonna like slowly make his way down and then cash
Yeah.
in. Or I thought he was gonna give the briefcase to like Braun, but when he threw the
Like if
clutches
you did
away,
that, I think I would get more hype. But it's okay.
when he threw the clutches away, I thought it was pretty hard. I just thought like strapping it off take too long. CM Punk would have been again could be in Albuquerque by then, you know.
So yeah, like I thought it was a good cash in, but it wasn't perfect like the WrestleMania one. If they had Braun and Bronson already in there attacking,
Yeah, it would make
as
more
he
sense.
was like doing the thing, and they cut back, then it makes sense. And then I think if the buildup was a bit better for me personally, sorry I'm a hater, but you know, whatever.
Or if
Seth's
CM
champion,
Punk was selling
CM
better,
Punk's down, bro.
because CM Punk was just like standing like fully healthy, like celebrating, carrying the title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if he was like laying on the floor like half dead, kind of like how Jeff Hardy
Or like Gunther got up and started attacking the shit out of him again, or like putting him in the sleeper hold while Seth was coming out.
yeah.
But that's fine. I mean, the camera work was good enough.
It is what it is sometimes. But that was night one. Again, it was a very interesting situation. This is the image of how it ended. Again, night one wasn't really that good, wasn't memorable. Besides the cash in, I would say probably you could have skipped all these matches. Could have had them on a Raw or SmackDown, and I would have been okay with it. Being there.
Roman Reigns does not work for free, dude. To ever put him on a Raw.
But yeah, for for Jey Uso just to win the match like that and bury like the hot and up and coming stars, like it was just, I don't know. Didn't do any favors for Roman, didn't do any favors for Braun and Braun. Jey Uso's still probably like in the same mix right now, didn't really do much either, so besides that, yeah, everything else could have happened on a Raw and SmackDown. Starting night two though, things change real quick, all right?
Real quick.
The first thing that starts is the Women's World Heavyweight Championship between again Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Naomi. As Derek mentioned before, it's the recipe to success. Looks like the recipe they like to go with.
Take out Bianca, you put in Naomi. It's still a banger.
Yeah, you just put Rhea and Io together, and then put another person there to like foil the in between. And that's it, bro. It's a banger.
Wait, what did I say specifically? I say you put in
No,
a
we
black
can't say that.
Sorry,
No,
you can. I can't say. I don't remember. Anyways, yeah, banger of a match. It started off really strong. I think there was a live entrance. It was Naomi who had the live entrance.
She had her father playing the guitar for her.
Oh, I didn't know it was her dad.
Apparently, he's a famous guitarist. Yeah.
Pretty cool. You know she's a Fatu?
Fa.
Yeah, she's part of the bloodline, of course. Very famous all around. But yeah, fantastic match. I thought there was a lot of good teases in between. The whole Io Sky can never beat Rhea Ripley. Naomi always trying to foil their plans. And at the end, Naomi takes the pin. Sorry, she steals the pin from Rhea because Rhea's about to beat Io. She rolls her up and then wins the match. So giving Rhea the loss, but still didn't feel like it was a loss. It was pretty good.
This match was super fun. Yeah, very I'm not a huge fan of the multi-person matches, but when it's done well, and it's executed well, and you have the right people to work with, it can come off as being a really, really cool thing. Naomi still maintains her championship status, which is great. And yeah, another great showing by Io and Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
And it looks like, based off what we saw on Raw, they're teasing a little bit something for what her next thing might be. So that'll be interesting as well. But we'll talk about that once we get to the Raw side.
Mhm. And then when I was driving towards you guys, because I watched the first match at home, Elena was cheesed. She thought Rhea Ripley should have buried both, but we had to teach her.
Crazy.
We had to teach the younging how it works. She just got the title. Of course, Naomi was gonna still retain.
So we gotta school her at the cottage, huh? We got the whole Netflix
There it is.
presentation.
Her dad.
Lovely.
Her dad.
Her dad. We'll show her a real feud: Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
And now we continue to the next match, and I think every match almost has a stipulation in night 2. All of them bangers. Next one, a 6-pack TLC match is what they're called. 6-way, of course. 6 tag teams, all competing for the tag team titles in SmackDown in a TLC. Tables, ladders, and chairs. They showed the Dudley Boys. They showed the Hardy Boys because they're TNA tag team champions. What other guys?
Go find yourself. Those guys.
Oh no, they didn't show those villains. Of course, those guys don't exist. But yeah, it was a really, really cool match. Really fun. A lot of crazy spots. Kind of similar to what Derek was saying earlier in the first match, where sometimes you don't know if you can really like the gimmicks or the multi-man matches. But the first match proved that it can work really well, and then the second match proved that it can work really, really well because it was a banger. A lot of cool spots. At the end of the day, Wyatt 6 retain.
The way they were hitting these spots, it felt like the classic TLC matches. People were flying through tables. I don't even remember if there was any chair spots, but they were flying through tables. Slim jibbing it up, of course. And as
wives took spots
a lot of us
too.
pointed out in the garage, they had these tables that were purposely set up to stack for this spot instead of them just being loosey goosey.
Yeah, they had little grooves for holes.
Yeah, so they don't slip. Which, hey, we'll take the improvement. Shout out to Slim Jim, of course, always innovating. Banger of a match. Hate the finish. Hate the winners because I didn't get points, but you can't get what you want always. Tag team division's always been stout in SmackDown. They need to either do a tournament between both and just unify the belt again or something because I don't know. I mean, there's probably too many already, so maybe they need both belts, but they gotta do something.
You split them up and move them to Raw in order to fill up.
They
the
either
spots,
need to, yeah, they should just have. Well, you can't even have more feuds. I don't know. They gotta do something because all those people are really good.
Cedar Derek.
That match was a clusterfuck.
Whoa.
It was fun though. It was exactly what I thought it was gonna be. It was just 6 teams just doing a whole lot of crazy shit. In a controlled environment with a lot of crazy table spots, a lot of crazy ladder spots. Candice LeRae got involved.
Died.
Who else got involved? BFAB got involved. Candice LeRae died and got put through a ladder. Not even a table, but through a ladder.
It was a ladder. I thought it was a table.
It was she got put through a ladder, bro.
That's crazy because I thought it was a table too. That's already a Mandela effect, and it's only been 3 days.
Yeah. So, that match was super awesome. It was great. It was super fun. The Wyatt 6 winning wasn't on my bingo card, but I mean, I guess it makes sense.
It was on mine. That's why I was
and
first.
I want. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do because they you've seen it, their tag team division is solid in stats, but it's been the same round robin of teams going after the Wyatts for a little bit. So I do want to see something different with these guys.
A built feud, something.
Yeah, even if you want to give me a proper feud with 2 tag teams and build that for a month or 2, just so that you can kind of see some teams coming over, because everyone is just kind of on the same level.
Yeah, you
and
want
then there's
the next
6,
in
right?
line.
Yeah, how are you going to elevate these teams to be from here to here, right? Just putting them in random matches on a SmackDown and then cycling them out for another team the next SmackDown is going to do. I want to see get personal, I want Johnny Gargano to to steal Fraxion's mask or some shit like that. I don't know, like do something like, I don't know,
He can't
like,
perform
but
because he has his mask.
yeah, like,
So
do
they're just
something to
beating up
really
on the British guy the whole time. Yeah, I want that. And they bring Pretty Deadly back, and they're like,
Oh yeah. Oh my
"Yes,
god, they don't even have Pretty
boy."
Deadly. They don't even have Pretty Deadly right now
I
too. And like, look
know.
at that.
It's
Like, yeah,
crazy. Or just
they're
send three of the tag teams to Raw, bro.
I know.
Because there's
Honestly.
like
yeah,
what? There's there's only 3 tag teams. You have the New Day, the Viking Raiders, and the Alpha Academy. That's it, bro.
Oh no, the tag team
I love-
champions, of course, the Judgment Day.
They don't count, bro.
Judgment-
Those are just
The Irish
singles,
boys.
bro. Oh my god. What was it? There's one more thing I wanted to say now.
Irish
Almost
boys.
forgot.
Judgment Day. Tag champions. Spread them.
Come back to me. It'll come back to me.
Yes, boy. All right, so that was
SmackDown
the
at
TLC.
like 15 minutes in the commercial. There's like,
Dun, dun, dun.
and it's like,
American viewers don't know that. But anyways, TLC match.
oh, but they'll
done.
know $30 for those PLEs.
Oh,
Next.
we'll talk about it later. Of course, we'll talk about it later. A match which I thought was decent. There's a lot of botches in the middle.
Skip it.
Women's
No,
Intercontinental
skip it.
title match.
No,
Becky
I
versus
want to hear it,
Lyra.
bro.
Uh,
People were saying the match was good, bro. I was taken out of the match, bro.
I was. There was a lot of cool spots. They did a lot of things. There's a lot of weird spots that didn't look like the one they're showing right here with the chair and they're trying to slam through the table. It just didn't look like it made sense. Lyra was messing up a lot with the zip ties, kept falling out. She couldn't even cut it after she tightened them afterwards, so she had to go underneath for someone else. A lot of weird camera angles, not really good. I didn't even know what the finish was that Bailey came out. And Derek definitely noticed, because we all noticed when she came out. She tried to interfere, instead she hits Lyra, of course, and then Becky wins. So Lyra can never compete for the title. They're kind of ends that feud right there and then. Becky goes over because Becky Hogan. But
Jeez, I
it gets
see
a little
that.
bit better on Raw though.
Is that caramel?
That was it. I don't know if you guys have any opinions on that.
Well, first, let me just speak on it. I had a caramel frappuccino. What is it called?
Frappuccino?
No, Frosty Chino from Wendy's today.
Frosty.
Brother. No, it's like they put the Frosty, the caramel, and the iced coffee all in one.
Oh my god. Sounds like a banger.
Craziness, bro. We got to pull up to Wendy's for breakfast tomorrow morning if that's what's happening, bro. Give me them French toaster sticks and a Frosty Chino.
Ooh.
And then you're halfway through the drive and you're like,
Oh yeah, but I ain't my car, so that's fine. No, this match, I love the wrestling, but I don't know. Lyra's she's doing the Jey Uso right now. She's not stepping up to the plate, unfortunately. Her promos have been kind of off, and she's been, you know what I mean, like she's with somebody that she should feel comfortable with. Again, it's a lot of pressure. I'm not saying that I could do any better because I can't. Also, when are we doing our Jey Uso impressing? I forgot about that.
hey.
Oh yeah.
We do it every day.
And yeah, and eat, and I got my cousin's Oos, and eat, and I'm gonna go for the title Oos, and you know I went down, but good to have my music again.
Yo,
Anyways,
let me talk
no,
to him.
let me talk to him, Oos. You know you talk about Santa Claus and
Oos.
eat, and then he says one word, and they go eat.
But
My
it's just,
dad,
Help me out.
eat.
They want to say I ain't good. They
Yeah.
want to say I'm finished. They want to say I'm washed. Well, I ain't
Well,
washed.
Oos,
Who do you
I'm
think
here,
I'm
Oos,
watching?
and I came over, Oos, and I tapped Gunther out, Oos, roll my music.
four letters,
Four
one
letters,
word.
one word, dick. Get him, Pat. Get him, Pat. You eating, Pat? We're eating out here in Cleveland, Ohio. Pat.
We've lost the plot, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry,
On to the next match.
My bad.
On to the next match. United States Championship, Solo Sikoa versus Jika Fatu. Again, another gimmick match. I don't think we mentioned it, but the other one was no DQ. This one is a steel cage match. Sometimes you always love a classic good old steel cage match. That was pretty good for the most part, pretty brutal. The family, of course, intervened as we expected it to happen. Finish was kind of abrupt where
Very negative.
Talatonga
Sorry.
hits both boys in the head top. His boy Solo and Jika Fatu, but Solo all of a sudden was like, and then he goes outside and that was it. So, you know?
It makes sense, but now everyone's complaining that Johnny, or what's his name?
Jacob-
Johnny Ventura? Body Ventura?
Yeah.
His name's Johnny Ventura? Jesse was like, Damian Priest, that little bitch. You walked out of the cage. So now they did another one. And everyone's like, I don't know about this finish. Also, I feel like they had to cut this short because of the women's match prior. And I'm very angry because once Lyra messed up, I kind of just
Yeah,
didn't
kind of
care
took
about
you
the
out,
rest of the
yeah?
match.
Mhm.
And it was the same thing as Roman versus Kevin Owens in the Thunderdome, is what I remember. They tried some cool spots and they didn't work out. They had Paul Heyman attached to a fucking pole or something.
Oh, and they couldn't
And remember,
untie
he
it,
couldn't
yeah.
get out of the handcuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So same thing. Once that happened, I'm like, damn, I can't. I'm out of it. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. You can't bring me back. So, and this match felt like it was way shorter. I didn't really understand it. I feel like they could have booked it differently. Like, why did what's it called? Jacob do the moonsault not during the match? I understand they had to get the henchman in there, but like,
Oh yeah, at the end of the match,
there-
they did the same thing that they always do, as you're
it's
saying.
like, oh, we're gonna give Solo the belt, but Jacob's better anyway, so fuck it.
Yeah, and then Jacob
That's
beat
what it
up
felt like to me. Like,
Tonga
it didn't
Loa
matter.
and JC Potato, and then Tonga
Yeah.
higher and like Jake and Solo were like, protected. They were on the ramp. It was weird, but yeah, you're right. It was.
I don't know. I feel like they have nothing to do because they don't have anyone that can join Jacob,
Yeah.
which sucks. He doesn't really need it, as you can see, but also it's just making Solo look like a certified peach. So, hate it for Solo, but we'll see them feud at Paris and we'll go from there. Because I don't think they're
Oh, you think
changing
they're
who's
gonna
going to be in
continue?
that.
Okay.
Of course, bro. What else are they going to do?
It's family.
This is the MFTs we're talking about. Motherfucking trees. But yeah, I don't know why I'm poo pooing on it because I had fun watching it, but like, it just fell short to me. I don't know.
So Derek, you've been a little quiet the last couple matches. A little quiet.
Yeah, well, so I'll tell you why I was quiet about the Becky match because I barely watched it. If you recall, I went outside and played basketball
Basketball.
with
You
Great
missed.
with Jay.
idea.
She got a new entrance theme. I
Uh,
forgot about that.
I did hear the entrance theme, and it is kind of hard. But it also like although it's cool, like she doesn't get the same pop with that theme. Hopefully, it grows on people because I think it sounds really good. And I
Oh
think
yeah.
it's a very welcome new theme for her. Otherwise, like hype. I mean, her theme song is hype, but it's like people know it's Becky Lynch when her theme song comes on. But I'm
Oh.
welcome. I'm welcome to the change. I think the change was a decent change. But yeah, that match was what it was. The Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa match was also interesting because I think why I kind of got lost from it is there was a specific spot in the match that I feel didn't go the way it was supposed to go. There was a point where Jacob Fatu hit Solo Sokoa with two BMEs back to back, which no one has kicked out of at this point. I don't think anyone's kicked out of one, but he hit two back to back. And then Solo kicked out, and then right after Solo kicked out, that's when JC Potato and Tonga Loa like ran out for the save. And I think they got fucked, and I think they were supposed to come out sooner to interrupt the pin or interrupt any chance of there being a pin in that situation because I just thought it was really stupid that he hit two finishers that no one has kicked out of before. And Solo just like kicked out of it like relatively effortlessly. So I kind of think that they kind of fucked up there. And from that point, I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm not really invested in this anymore.
I feel like it's coming back to what I always say. It's like there's some weeks where it feels like there's one thing that's off and it ruins everything, or there's some weeks where it's just locked in. Like Seth, the cash in again, it could be one thing that's wrong, but it's also locked in. But a lot of these matches, I felt like there was just like one thing that just I didn't like. I don't know. Some of the matches I had fun, like the tag team match. I feel like I had fun the whole time. Meanwhile, it was like whatever, kind of a throwaway type deal. But I don't know. I had high expectations for the Lyra Becky match because they've been together for so long. This is like a no holds bar. Let's see what they can do. Mind you, this is newer things. Not a lot of people zip tie themselves together. You know what I mean? So they usually do it to the ring ropes or whatever. Mind you, they're not moving around. So, but I just feel like Lyra could have played it off different. Like it was loose, just take it off, and then try to figure out another spot or something. Again, I'm not a professional wrestler, so what do I know? And again, the cage match, like steel cage match, a lot of people were like, why didn't they just like climb like I don't know. They were like they could have just came in with him. It doesn't make a lot of sense because Jacob already knew he was gonna be up against like 5 people. So I don't know. It's just weird.
Mhm.
It's just something that's off.
Let's see.
Yeah. But yeah.
Sorry, I was gonna say, let's see if the next one, if you guys have the mixed opinions. I still thought again the match was good. This one, is it? I don't think it was the only one that wasn't a gimmick match. It was Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles for the Intercontinental Championship. Pretty good back and forth. AJ
yeah,
Styles.
sorry. Now we get to the bangers.
AJ Styles came out in Eddie Guerrero's lowrider in his gear, the same gear that he fought when he was trying to win Dominic Mysterio's custody battle against Rey Mysterio. Dominic Mysterio comes out with Rey Mysterio's senior mask, of course, because we love that. And
That's what
yeah,
it was?
pretty good match. And it ended with Dominic retaining. But what do you guys think? He did the Eddie Guerrero actually with a boot.
Yeah, the Kurt Angle Eddie Guerrero, which
Yeah.
I thought was one of my favorite matches of all time after I watched it. Very well. It was almost like it was basically an Eddie tribute piece. I thought it was
Yeah,
very
yeah.
well done. Two good wrestlers. A lot of people were pointing out that AJ Styles looked like he was up for the match. He was quicker than usual at least in recent months. So hopefully he's healthy and he's coming back, or maybe he just was excited about this match, put extra into it. Dom, he just does his thing, bro. I don't know. He's kind of just like there. He just does his thing. You don't really notice too much until he does like the three amigos, but we don't talk about that because it's slow and you're like, ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm down for any sort of Eddie Guerrero tribute. So I thought it was a really good, like well thought of match, a good, decent, like mid card feud that's memorable. Like we're always gonna have AJ popping up as the valet and stuff. So I thought it was really good.
I thought it was great. Yeah, just second into what Compare said. I thought the whole match was great. The fact that it was like the one like non-gimmick match that we had all day, but I just thought that Rey Mysterio or Dominic Mysterio has come so far as a performer that like we got to a point where he was able to have like a classic match with AJ Styles at a SummerSlam, and doing all those things, everything just kind of like everything just was really really cool. Just like the storytelling they were able to build throughout that match. And just the way that Dominic won, I really really liked it.
And the ref spot too. I forgot about that part. That was
Yeah,
hilarious.
the
Very
Eddie, the ref spot, yeah,
the
like
double
yeah,
Eddie.
I enjoyed it a lot. That match was just a fun match for me to watch. So yeah, it was really really good.
Okay.
I think it'll also be a match that ages better than a lot of matches in the recent
Mhm.
past. You know what I mean? Like we think that match, we think the triple threat at Mania between the women, some other matches obviously, but a lot of other matches on this card I don't think will be as fondly remembered, especially when we do our Sporkle in 2 years.
Oh, of course, to see
We're
which
like,
matches
what?
happen.
What? That happened? Jelly roll? Randy? Oh.
Yeah, you might be right. Or that
Mhm.
Karrion Cross guy when he was employed, of
Oh,
course.
fuck, we're not remembering that, bro. Oh my god.
But we will be remembering
Forgot.
this main event: John Cena, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes comes out with
yeah.
his broken freaking mask, special entrance at the beginning. Everyone loves him. John Cena comes out, dark screen, font, big white font. John Cena comes out, bang, colors everywhere. He's freaking shiny blue. He's doing all his old entrance. The crowd,
Superhero.
like a dime,
Stu.
bro, like a dime. They went from John Cena sucks to freaking cheering the schnapp out of him. He does the classic entrance. He's gone, bro. Down the ramp, in there, championship title over his head. Mans were hyped. Start booing the hell out of Cody Rhodes.
Let me tell you.
So crazy, bro. The match was no DQ again. It was another stipulation match. They fought literally all over the arena. They even went up Cody Rhodes' little entrance to the ramp at the bottom. They had finishers everywhere. They were taking spots like off barricades, off garbage bins. Like
I was gonna say this one
crazy
felt
stuff.
more special than
Mhm.
the other stipulation matches.
Mhm.
Even though it was
Yeah.
a stipulation match, it wasn't gimmicky. It felt like everything was meant
Made
to be
sense.
there. It wasn't like, let me grab 18 kendo sticks and try to do a new spot. No. It's that
Like,
classic
even in the
schmobber
picture, as
knocker.
we see here, Cody Rhodes is trying to hang John Cena with the bottom rope, which is insane that he did that.
Oh yeah, I
Cena
forgot about that too.
hit super finishers. So did Cody Rhodes with multiple crossroads, multiple Cody cutters. It was super insane. Um, yeah, but Cody Rhodes goes over, brother.
Mm-hmm. And
We turned it off. That
so
was the
I
end of the
will
night.
say confidently that this was Cena's best match on his retirement tour, hands down,
100%.
1000%.
hands
100%.
down. This
And it will
might
continue to be
be,
the only one.
yeah, I think this might be the best match that he puts out for his retirement tour.
Yeah.
This
100%.
match for Cody might be,
Don't say it.
it might be just because like his match with Roman to me is his best match.
Oh, of
Oh, I
course.
thought you were gonna
Uh,
say his worst match ever. I was like,
No,
what?
no. I think, but like, no, like his match with Roman to me is his best match, but this match is very close, and I don't know, because like for me, what made the match with Roman so good was the whole moment of what it meant and everything that came into it. But this was just a match, right? Like this was no like, oh, like the Avengers are coming out to interrupt this. This was just a match,
It was
I mean,
face
and
versus face, bro.
like like
Past
this
and
was just
present.
as a match, like face versus face, like legitimately just seeing John Cena, like when he came out with the colors and everything, I nearly shed a tear
oh my god.
because it
That's
was
so
that
good,
cool.
bro.
Even though, Great Assault shit, we'll talk about that. Just seeing that moment was everything because the crowd felt it.
Mhm.
Like there are very rare moments where you see an entrance that the crowd feels. When Stone Cold's glass
Oh
shatters,
my god,
when you
always.
hear the Rock's "If You Smell" theme the mid 2000s, not now
When
because
you
fuck
hear
him. Uh,
well,
right? Like there are certain points where like entrances really hit. This one is one of the all-time best John Cena entrances of all time.
Oh, of course.
Like hands down,
I
this
gotta
might be
rewatch
the
it, bro.
best. This it
Ah,
because
no,
no, like it might
let's
be,
not get excited here,
But
all right,
buddy, to
brother?
boo
No,
their own
This is
superhero,
recency bias.
to boo
The
their own
2000
superhero like him,
whatever,
bro.
the Royal Rumble is his best entrance. There's no beating it,
Buddy,
bro.
that
the
stadium
Royal
was
Rumble,
rumbling.
the Royal Rumble was actually the Royal Rumble was actually huge.
Sorry, I just
But
have
this
to
is
interject, bro. That's the
yeah,
best entrance of all
yeah.
time.
Okay, you're right. The Royal Rumble was actually huge. But
But this one's in the
this
top
one
five.
is up there.
Top
This one's definitely top five. Like to see like legitimately because it reminds me of. Do you guys remember back in TNA when the AJ Styles was working a heel and he had like the that heel theme song? And he kind of like walked out in the dark, but then it changed to the Get Ready to Fly theme song like right afterwards, and everybody fucking lost their shit because they're like, "Oh my
on the
god,
same
AJ's
fake
back!"
out.
Literally the same fake out, but like that moment of knowing like, oh, like this guy was like this, and then going back to like, oh, this is the guy we fucking know. Like that's everyone just like felt it,
Mm.
and they went from like moderate cheers to legitimately singing his theme song word for word, which I
Yeah,
have
they
never
were.
heard before in my
Yeah.
life. I've never heard that before. I would probably, people would sing along to like did, but they were literally rapping, "Your time is up, my time is now. You cannot see me." Like they were rapping everything word for word, and I was like, oh shit, like that's why we're here. Like, does everything coming up to this point make sense? Absolutely fucking not. But this moment that we're being given is the reason why we are here, and that's all that matters, kind of thing. And that was like one of those moments right there. So I very much enjoyed it. And then on top of that, after that, we got to see the match, and the match was fucking great. I hate the fact that Cody won. I might be a Cody hater from now on, but
That will be determined for the rest
whatever.
of
Right,
the
he's
week.
turning heel just now. Don't worry, bro.
It was something that
Not,
wasn't expected.
not.
People thought it was gonna turn heel. It was a passing of the torch moment. We were also confused because
Yeah.
we thought John Cena was gonna turn heel. We thought the title run was gonna continue. It didn't. People were still booing Cody Rhodes, so we don't know how this is gonna work because it's kind of different than when he first won and finished the story. People were all like in
Yeah.
tears, crying and enjoying. This time it's just like, oh, he's back, and all over online, people are saying his title reign is gonna be boring again. Why do we want this guy? So we'll see how the reaction moves forward, but from hindsight, the torch has been passed. It was great. John Cena got up. Everyone was cheering him. Thank you, Cena. Den,
Great match.
den, den,
No,
den.
we don't. No. They're solid, bro.
We scroll a little bit
Don't
on
talk
the
about that.
bottom and a
No,
surprise
no, no, no,
return.
no, no.
No kidding.
Bro,
Surprise.
this match was great. Literally, the build around it and everything was the worst. Oh no,
Oh,
not the worst of
terrible.
all time, but it was terrible, bro.
Terrible.
Like, I understand all of what Derek said, and I agree, but like, bro, you fumbled the bag on Cena's retirement.
Heavy.
You literally, you literally had our truth. You could have sacrificed him to the lambs, bro, or something to make Cena look dastardly and try to change him. Like, you changed Cena in 5 minutes.
Yeah,
I don't
Heavy.
understand.
it was very shocking.
And it's very saddening. I mean, you did change him into a heel in 5 minutes, but that kind of made sense. Again, also, at least you didn't bring The Rock back for him to leave us like our dads. So
Oh,
that's
man.
good. But I don't know, bro. There's just always this little thing. Maybe I'm being picky or something, but I don't have an attention span of a of a of a peanut.
No, it was very weird. I think it was just
Cena
forced
was
because
heel a week ago.
Mm,
He did show like a flash of turning, but I feel like Cody Rhodes showed like 4 more flashes in the same amount of time of him turning heel, like at the King of the Ring. And Cena, what, he didn't use the belt one time, and now he's a face? I don't know. Cody put him through a table and it changed his mind? I don't know.
I know it was very random. From well, I
It
mean, we'll talk
sucks,
about it
bro.
after from the sheets because, like, again, Brock Lesnar comes out. It says here it
That
sends
too.
WWE Universe into frenzy after a lengthy showdown. Beast Incarnate nearly drove Cena through the ring with a thunderous F5. That's it. Supposedly, this is a setup. We're going to talk about it apparently next Friday SmackDown. So tomorrow there's going to be some things that's going to be happening. But yeah, that was
Yeah.
SummerSlam. I guess we'll continue a bit with Raw. It's already been an hour. It's crazy. So we'll talk a little bit about Raw, and then we can get into like the sheets because there's a lot
God
going
damn it,
on.
Derek, come back so I can go check my laundry. I didn't watch Raw, so I
Oh
don't
my God.
know.
So I'll show
I can't
Raw
leave
pretty
Eric by
quick.
himself, bro. Please.
I show Raw pretty quickly. Seth Rollins comes out. He's like, Waluigi #1. We're the Vision. We're the top. We thought I
You
was injured.
You cheated.
And honestly, surprised, but not really surprised. LA Knight, who was feuding with him, comes out.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, I thought I injured you. He didn't. But he said he was going to go out to destroy him, and he's going to. He thinks he's the next person in line for the championship, especially tonight. I forgot where they were. I think they were in New York or something. And then Seth Rollins is like, ha, yeah, right. Walks out. And then Bald Paul Pierce comes out. Bald Pierce is what I'm going to call him. He comes out. He's just like, you faked your doctor notes, you scallywag. You defend the title tonight against LA Knight. And then all of them are like, oh my God. Oh my God.
I missed the banger.
Again, Judgment Day come out. The women, anyways, the tag team of Roxanne Perez and I don't know what's giving me Raquel Rodriguez. And they're like, well, we deserve a tag team rematch. And then the new tag team champions of Flair and Alexa Bliss are like, okay, you get it. And then Bald Pierce comes out and he's like, you know what? I'm going to give you a mood right now. The match happens tonight. He was like, bro, they just said it. I don't know. Okay. They had the match. It was whatever. They did their thing. I don't know why, but Bald Pierce was backstage. New Day were backstage. They were very funny. Freaking Xavier Woods had a hat like the size of this.
Bro,
like not even over exaggerating. It was huge, bro.
Let me go look at this segment.
They were trying.
Bro, so I was watching Raw in Montreal with my friends who have never watched a Monday Night Raw, and they saw the New Day, and they were like, they looked at me, and I was just like, you know what? I kind of get it, and I was just like, thank you, because this hat was so outrageous. And like
crazy.
Kofi was just being so dumb on commentary. Like he's just like, Michael, kiss my hand, Michael.
Yeah,
Michael, kiss my hand. It's like I'm not kissing your hand. Corker's like, okay, kiss my hand. It's like, oh my god, thank you so much, Corey. Like,
yeah, they're funny.
Oh my goodness,
Big E
like
because they're calling what's his name?
Grayson.
Grayson. They're calling it Big G.
Yeah.
Because he wants to join the team or whatever, which brings you back to Bald Pierce again because they literally called him Bald or whatever. What was it? that they were giving out matches. So he had a match with, please save me, Derek, because I don't even remember who they were fighting.
Who?
Penta.
Oh, he fought Penta because he said he was still in a giving mood. Pierce was in a given mood, so he fought Penta. Penta won. That was pretty much it. Judgment Day, New Day were kind of shocked. That was the end of that match. Big moment, Matt, when it comes to the Women's Intercontinental title. Bailey was trying to ask for forgiveness. Lara says, "Don't talk to me."
I see it. 1 minute.
When
right
it
here.
comes to Becky Lynch, she goes out and she's like, "Well, I'm the top of the women's division now. What's next for me? Who's there to fight me?" And as Albert actually guessed when we were in the chat, it's Nikki Bella who comes out. Nikki Bella, she does right by the WWE universe, and she says, she came back because she wants to pretty much put women over. She wants to test herself in the new women's division. Becky Lynch does not do that. She's actually burying talent. She was calling her out on it. And she said that she's a scared little girl that came into the division when Nikki Bella was there, and that she's a scared little girl now as champion. And then Becky Lynch decided to roast and toast, Matt, Nikki Bella to the goddamn moon. Because I think Nikki Bella calls out Seth Rollins. She says she's a damn liar like her husband.
Liar.
But everyone can believe Seth Rollins' lies. They can't believe her character or whatever. So then Becky Lynch is like, you know what? Keep my hot husband's name out of your mouth. He's like, you're just angry that we're the hottest couple in WWE history. That could have been you, but wait. Oh no! It's like you can't see him anymore. Done, bro.
Cooked.
The crowd
Done,
was
done.
cracked, bro.
Done.
She was
Done.
so done. She was so dead,
Cooked.
bro. So dead. But apparently she's next for the title. So,
And her tits are fake.
of
Cooked.
course,
Cooked.
cooked.
That sounds great. That sounds like a great
Yeah.
Raw. I'm sad I
It
missed
was.
it. Because the
That
New Day
segment was
segment
great.
isn't on here. I'm mad.
That segment was great, and honestly, like I'm pro Becky on this one. I tell you, bro, I hate Nikki, bro. I hate Nikki with every fiber of my being, bro. Like, there's not gonna be a point where this girl's gonna go on a fucking podcast and tell me like, oh, I got bullied, and this is what I'm thinking. I just want to be loved. Like, nah, bitch. I don't rate you. She got cooked, and it looks like she was about to cry, and I hope she does. All right, cause fuck you. You fumbled. Like, oh,
Chill,
John.
bro. Chill.
John didn't want to have kids, and that's why you broke up. All right, so deal with it. This guy's the fucking greatest of all time.
We're not
Now,
even in the salt.
now look at you.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here, bro.
And yeah, I guess the most important part again was the World Heavyweight Championship match at the end. Oh, I guess Sheamus and Rusev fought again. No one gives a damn. They're doing the whole Bronson Reed and Braun Strowman thing because they kept fighting after the match. They went backstage and they're fighting. That brings me to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn that says that what's next for him is that he wants to go for the world title. He gets accidentally bumped by their fight. He tries to get involved. Rusev smashes him. They're having a match next week. I don't know. Just random stuff.
What are they doing with Sammy, bro? This is a
That's literally-
generational fumble, bro.
Yeah, like literally, like I
What?
think they're literally just doing like random shit until because I think they want to put Sammy in the position to be in the world title picture, but they're like, it's like what they did with Cody after he lost against Roman. It's just like, let's just put him in random feuds until we figure out what we actually want to do with
Yeah.
him.
But like he's losing the random. Oh no, I guess he won against Carrying, right?
Yeah, he did.
Who won?
Yeah,
Yeah, he beat him.
Oh okay.
We just saw it Saturday.
Yeah, I did not watch that match. I didn't care. I just know I picked somebody
But
and they won. That's all that matters.
yeah, brings the
Yeah,
world
poor
title
Sammy,
match.
bro.
Literally, that segued literally right into the world title match. Again, not really that important.
BRB.
Of course, the Braun and Braun comes in. I don't know if you can keep hearing us, Matt, but Braun and Braun interfere. They smash that guy, of course. Then comes out, I think Jey Uso came out, I think, during that time. Maybe not. No, I don't think it was this time. Oh, CM Punk interfered. That's what it was. CM Punk cost the match. LA Knight was very upset because, again, CM Punk got cashed in on. They started fighting each other, but that's when Braun and Braun came in. They destroyed them. Then, when they thought everything was right, Roman Reigns comes out to everyone's surprise. Everyone's shocked. Everyone's cracked. Here comes Roman Reigns. He gets absolutely destroyed. Bronson Reed takes his shoes again. He was wearing the shoe of Fala, is what they call it, because they had Roman shoes from last week. And yeah, Seth's group reigns supreme. I don't know if you have anything else to say about that, Derek.
No, I missed that part actually.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I saw it online, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. I thought that was like Roman Reigns going off into the sunset, but
It's
then I
supposed to
read
be
like,
the sheets, of course.
uh, yeah, then the sheets told me something different, and I'm like, oh, well, maybe I should have cared about that moment a little bit more. But yeah, I like the fact that they're kind of bringing it back around to Roman and Seth, because I
Yeah.
feel like this needs to be the end game. Like, I need to see Roman versus Seth like one more time before like their careers are done. So, you know, now seems like the best time that like to execute it, like leading into WrestleMania or whatever they want to kind of do the blow off match. But yeah, I like the fact that they're kind of bringing that back around. And this like Roman getting his shoe stolen, it's just funny.
It's like
Like,
schoolyard bullies is what they said. It's
this
funny.
is like, oh yeah, this is very much like schoolyard shit. Like, what are we doing here?
But yeah, pretty good Raw. To end it against SmackDown, what they were saying is that John Cena is going to be there and discuss the whole Brock Lesnar stuff. But should we get into the sheets? Because I know Matt has a lot of opinions on that. There's a couple sheets that I found here.
You know what's crazy?
Yep.
Do you know where SmackDown is tomorrow?
Oh, Montreal, of course.
Oh yeah, yeah. Like, where did I just drive from?
Montreal,
In
of course.
Alberta, where that
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
pees on people.
Whoa.
That's oh, wow.
We're not on the sheets yet, boy. We're about to get into it right now. Ready?
Let's get lost in the sheets. Yeah, you know just
Yeah, it's just going off during his intro, bro. He
Fully
does not
committed.
care. He does not care
We're
at
in the
all.
sheets now, bro.
Bro, why do we need him back? Go on. Go on.
These are sheets. This is a great assault. You can talk about your shit in the great assault segment, all right?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't see him rolling it. Hold
Yeah, I
on,
was
let me go
rolling.
look, bro. Give me a second.
I have
Give
a
me 1
couple.
second,
I have a couple
relax.
right off the bat. All right. One, our boy Austin Theory is no longer on the roster, from what it seems
RIP,
internally.
bro.
We don't know. Apparently, he's injured, but he might be washed. Another one that came out from this weekend is that we believe Karrion Kross's contract is over, so that's why he lost that match. But there's some things in the sheets that apparently they already did offer him a contract extension, so we'll see if he comes back. May or may not come back. The big news of Brock Lesnar coming back now. Apparently, he was cleared by WWE a couple weeks ago, with in regards to the allegations and stuff. Apparently, today they saying that it's kind of exaggerated. It's not necessarily what they said. With the whole lawsuit
They probably know
happening,
better than me.
the whole lawsuit happening now. Apparently, they're gonna. I don't try to name Brock Lesnar into it, but again, there's still nothing concrete right now. So far, he's gonna be wrestling with WWE. Obviously, mixed reaction. A lot of people didn't want him back. It was very weird.
I'm hearing a lot of negative reactions. I'm
Yeah.
not hearing a lot of positive
Yeah.
reactions. There's not a lot of upside to this other than selling tickets, which you're already doing. So
Which they're doing. It's very
I
funny
don't know.
because on Monday Night Raw they put on a report that said that like, oh, Brock Lesnar's return garnered like, I think it was like 75 million views on the WWE's channel, and immediately my friend was like, that doesn't mean that they're good, and I was just like, I'm glad you noticed that. All right, cool, let's continue.
Thank you. Sure,
True.
yeah, he's great and all. And like, if he is cleared, then I'll shut up. But for now, it's like, bro, you just went and seen
You're
Trump like a day ago,
Yeah,
Triple H, which is
yeah,
already outcasting most of your fans, if not, well, I don't know
yeah.
how it's split, but you know what I mean? Like, it's not good. That's not good press. Whatever, if you had to do it, sure, okay. But like, you don't need to do that stuff. Also, Brock Lesnar, if he did what is said in the thing, that's really terrible. But if he didn't, sure. But he's still not cleared of it fully. So why would you bring him back now? Cena is already going to sell out wherever you're going. You don't need to bring Brock back. But that's just my personal opinion.
Again, in the sheets, they said that apparently John Cena wanted this because it's his final reign. I guess
Fair.
it kind of makes sense because it was rushed that his face turn happened. They're trying to like get the
Oh,
heel
yeah.
in there and quickly get it over with.
Did
But at the same time,
you
apparently it
see?
wasn't, so I'm not sure.
Yeah. So like, did you see what Cena said in regards to that though?
Someone told me quickly, but you say it.
Yeah, so Cena's like, someone asked Cena about that whole report, and he said like, I've been saying the same thing for 25 years. They deal me something and I work with it. So he basically said like, it wasn't my choice. They told me
Mhm.
this is what I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna make it as good as I possibly can. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I
That's fair.
don't believe Cena asked for Brock because Cena has been very adamant with his retirement as to like not wanting to just like go and pick and choose who he wants. He wants to build this whole thing as organically as possible. Like
Mhm.
he did not choose R-Truth to be his opponent. It just made sense that R-Truth was the guy at that moment and he made it work. Right?
Yeah.
So
Fair.
you can look at which side makes more sense, but I'm gonna trust a guy who in 25 years has never been involved in any scandal in WWE whatsoever over a guy who's just trying to do a lot of shit for PR right now. Even though Triple H is my dude, I definitely think he's talking a lot of shit and he's just trying to say whatever he can to make things sound good. But I don't
Yeah.
think it was Cena's choice to like it's not like him and Brock Lesnar are boys. Like it would be one thing if that was a thing, but like they're not, right? So I don't think it was
Mhm.
Cena's choice to decide like, yeah, I want Brock. Like if it was Cena's choice, go to AEW, go bring me Edge, because that's something Cena would probably actually want me to do,
Yeah.
right? Like,
And
True.
it's been brought up again when we were talking after the pay-per-view that they didn't do a press conference mainly so
Oh,
that they didn't get asked why the hell Brock
yeah.
Lesnar is here
Ah.
and why do you go to the White House
mhm,
when you speak of equality and all this other stuff. You know what I mean?
mhm.
The people
And
you're
then
surrounded
right,
yourself by.
and then
And
right after
then,
that, and let's go into the sheets. You completely hoe the United States of America in regards to your streaming privileges for the
oh
WWE
yeah, we're
Network.
getting to it, bro.
Y'all
Yeah.
are fucking cooked. Everybody in California, in Florida, in North Dakota, in South Dakota, in UNC, South
In
Carolina,
Washington and in
Minnesota,
Washington.
what?
New Mexico, what?
What? In Iowa, what?
Massachusetts, what?
What? New York,
Idaho,
what?
Iowa.
All these
Yeah,
things.
apparently Disney bought the rights to it, which would be good if it was on Disney Plus. But I don't have that. I only have Netflix, and I'm international, so I don't think I have to worry.
Yeah.
But apparently Pat McAfee also yelled at them and calling them bum ass ESPN suits.
Yeah, because apparently now ESPN. So like Raw has to be seen from what?
So Raw
is
is
it on
being
Netflix?
broadcasted. No. In the States,
Yeah, this stays Netflix,
Raw,
right?
I think no, they don't. No, they don't get Netflix for any of their streaming shit.
I
It's
thought
on.
Raw they did.
No, I thought Raw was
No,
Netflix.
I think
I think
is
Raw
Raw
is
Netflix
Netflix.
because
Yeah, because that's how they
SmackDown's
debuted.
USA.
Yeah,
I think, or
SmackDown's
whatever.
USA,
That's why I
NXT is
couldn't watch it when I was in
CW,
Houston.
and then the pay-per-view used to be Peacock, but now it's going to be ESPN Plus.
okay.
Yeah, so you
Because
have
I
to pay
wasn't
for
sure if they
different
were getting on
subscriptions.
Yeah, they had to pay for different subscriptions. I just wasn't
Yeah.
sure because I thought everything was still on network television for them. Like I don't think they got the Netflix deal.
No, only for Raw.
Only for
That was
Raw.
worldwide.
Okay, only for
Yeah.
Raw.
But
Only
they
for
got
Raw.
commercials where we
But they
get
have
to see the
commercials.
promos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, now I think someone had broke it down as like I think they in order for them to watch everything, they have to pay like almost like $800 more than we do a year
Yeah,
to
it's
watch
crazy.
everything.
Well, I
Yeah.
heard
Which
it's
is
like $30 a month for this ESPN stuff. So.
it is.
People
So
are
$30 a
saying
month for the ESPN shit, and then on top of the network television they need to get plus $8.90 or $7.99 whatever the hell Netflix is. Like you're fucked, boys.
people
I'm
are
sorry.
saying that like it's not so bad because they're going to pay for the subscription anyways because it comes with NFL channel, NFL Network,
okay.
whatever it is, and then something
Yeah.
else. I think it's NBC or something like that, some other big one.
Oh, then they're
But-
lit, bro. What are they complaining about?
But it's still a piss off that like everyone in the rest of the world all have it in one thing on Netflix, and then they just have to pay different things. It's kind of weird, but you know what? Enjoy the tariffs, you know. So
Do they not get WrestleMania in fucking New Orleans every 2 years, bro?
exactly.
New Orleans? What?
Minnesota? What?
What?
New York? What? New Jersey? What?
What?
Florida? What? Florida? What? Florida? What?
What?
LA? What?
What?
LA? What? Houston? What?
What? San Diego? What?
What?
Oakland? What?
What?
Yeah, all y'all are cooked.
Yeah, at least you guys don't have to fly across the world to go to WrestleMania. So,
It's true.
nah, I'm kidding. That sucks, but hey, don't
People
bring that shit over here, right?
roasting WWE because they're money greedy right now. Speaking about well, not greedy, but more like bitter. Bret Hart today had
Oh,
another
God.
had another
What do
conversation
you do
where
now?
he's talking about Gunther, how he doesn't like Gunther because he says that
Why?
he's always been a safe wrestler. That actually hurting your opponent Like he pretty much says like you have to make it look real but not be real. That's actual wrestling. He says he hates people that actually hit people because it says that
Okay.
it makes them, what's it called? Not fake. It makes them what did he say? He makes them lazy. He said. He says like, yeah, it makes a loud slap when you hit it, but I don't want to wake up with chest pains the next day or whatever. He says
Oh,
that
okay.
he's a very lazy wrestler. He's like, back in my day, I never hurt anybody. I always made sure to protect everybody. And people are like, all right, bitter old man, shut up. He's like, I told it to his face. You're like, bro,
Jesus.
you like slam some guy and then just go for the sharpshooter, headlock for 20 minutes, and that's it. People say they love Brett, but they say he's going too far now, bro. He's actually losing the plot.
I agree. Johnny needs to come on here and defend him at this point.
Uh,
All right. We'll get to the good news now, rapid fire style.
of course.
Upcoming WWE SmackDown to have a King of the Hill tie-in. Shout out to Derek and his cartoons. Former AEW superstar Jonathan Gresham had 2 strokes.
Oh, shit.
Not good, but he's also apparently married to Jordan Grace.
Yes.
So So hopefully he's all right, and we wish him speedy recovery. Jim Ross will be calling the Forbidden Door matches. AEW WWE superstar retires from pro wrestling
Oh, that's Jack Swagger, bro.
and runs a trucking company now.
Yeah, Jack
We
Swagger
the
retired.
people, bro. We the people. He's also a mixed martial artist, I'm pretty sure.
And he also apparently has a smoking hot wife. Whoo-wee! You would
Uh,
get that if you saw the promo that he cut in WWE. That was really bad. Go watch that
Yeah,
promo. It's terrible.
yeah.
okay. I thought his wife was what's her name? Paige, but it's just they were on the podcast together. Thank God.
Mm.
What else do we have here? Jelly Roll said, "Take me home, brother." That's crazy. Brad said, "I'll take the L, brother. I'll put Logan over, brother." Hurt Syndicate is receiving backstage heat, so bring him back to WWE. Lovely jubbly. Due to creative issues, and Dustin
No,
Rhodes
Bobby didn't
is
wait for me in
undergoing
line.
a double knee surgery. So shout out to the new champion. I guess he already dropped the belt.
He did. He dropped to the cow flexor, which I don't want to laugh because injuries are never funny. But what the fuck
Like,
were
why
you
would you-
thinking putting the title on a fucking 60-year-old man that clearly was one big move away from being
He
taken out?
finished the story, Derek.
Nobody cared. All right, like
How dare you? All right.
look, Dustin, great.
We
I
had
love
the
fact
chapter
that you
book
just-
that is Cody Rhodes, and then we had the picture book. All right, we finished both the stories. Okay, we finished them, and we're good. Okay, we're
Oh, the
good.
picture book.
Of course, bro. It wasn't that long, but it was visually pleasing, and
Oh my
we got to the
God.
same finish. All right, both the brothers are up.
The last page, I did it, Dad. That's it. That's the only
Knock,
thing.
knock. I'm trying to read here.
Holy
Okay.
fuck.
Okay, so there's no paying extra 30. I'm reading on the ESPN deal. If you have ESPN through a cable provider, you get it for free, but you're already paying for it. You know what I'm saying? But if you have to buy ESPN, then you're paying the extra $30. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways, we don't live there, so it doesn't matter. Any other news? I'm just going through the last stuff here.
I think that was it for me.
I guess just wait. Did I have any? No, I guess it's just Great Assault.
Oh God! All right, let's see what the Janelle Grant person spoke on Brock Lesnar here.
A lot, bro. They're rapid firing on that one.
Yeah, they're just saying that WWE is wrong for bringing him back. Oh my God, we got the comments here, boys. You ready? Panda Bears are awesome 2025. Unless something drastically changes, Brock is back. to stay plain and simple. If he didn't break a law or do something so outrageous, then WWE has the right to use the said talent. This case might still take years to get settled. Brock doesn't have that many years in the business, honestly. So again, I think unless he's guilty of something criminal, he should be able to fill out his contractual obligations. I thought he wasn't contracted. I thought he was like a contractor. I swear Vince didn't have him over. Like he would just pay him to come.
You know, they're trying to
Well,
make
yeah, but like
excuses.
yeah, but that's a contract in itself. Like he is paid per appearance, but like that's a contract, right? So
Oh my god! And then we have Max Lutton, this civil case, and will probably be settled out of court. Mac Mahone is facing no jail time. And then Jimmy Hancock commented, Trump made sure of that. God, bro, it's fiery here.
Oh, am I still on the Raw page? My bad.
Apparently, Trump's pardoning them, so we'll see.
No.
I don't know what's going on, bro. Anyways, let's get on to something else, bro. I mean, we're probably
Alright.
gonna talk about him anyways, but let's just go, bro. Let's fly.
To the sheets we go. Or sheets, sorry, to the salt.
I take it with a grain of salt.
Here we go. Derek Salt. Salty, salty.
on March 1st, 2025, we saw one of the most influential heel turns in wrestling history when Jonathan Cena, I forgot what his middle name is, turned his
Dale
back on
Forrest.
WWE fans and a move that no one anticipated and would send shockwaves through the very foundation of the fan base. And I went on the podcast and I said, depending on how this goes and how this
Felix
is booked,
Anthony. Shout out to Narushin.
thank you. Depending on how this goes, it'll be an indication to see whether or not this is the greatest heel turn of all time, or if it's going to be a flop. It is now August 7th, 2025, and I can tell you that heel turn was the greatest pile of bullshit that we ever got. It shouldn't have happened. Point blank, period. Was it fun? Yes. Did it do what it needed to do? I guess. But this is just another example of why you don't let The Rock touch things because he leaves it. Much like our
The milk
fathers.
aisle.
Whoa.
Anyways.
But you know what? I saw a comment today about it actually, where they were saying that like they showed a picture, I think, of John Cena or whatever. They're like, you know what? Maybe Vince was right the whole time to never turn him heel. We've always been wrong the whole time.
Yep. Well, and this is the thing. Like, yes, he was right, but also it could have been executed well. Mind you, again, one of the things, and like Bret Hart has always said this, and he is correct about this, even though he's super bitter, is that there are some people who you can just tell are innately unable to be heels because it's just not in them. I had told you, and I had said this early on in his heel run, that like to me, as though it is fun, it doesn't feel authentic, and that's the biggest thing about having a character is that the authenticity has to be there. It has to feel like you are actually the person you're trying to portray. John Cena has shown us for 25 years that he is the opposite of being a dickhead, except when he's on Total Divas. If it was Total Diva Cena, and again, if I got Cena in a suit, going around being just like a terrible person to people, then I would have been all in on this heel run. But it wasn't that, and it just felt like he was trying really hard to knock off the checklist of everything that you're supposed to do as a heel, and it did what it did. But considering that we got no payout to no fault of his own, right? Paul Heyman went on Ariel Helwani's show. I don't know if it was today or the last couple of days, but he addressed it and he said there was a plan for it. The plan fell apart, and so we had to move forward from it, which thus confirming that this heel run was supposed to go somewhere. And it wasn't just Travis Scott. There was supposed to be involvement from The Rock. Travis Scott dropped out. Heyman to this day doesn't know what happened with The Rock. He also just disappeared. Very much what The Rock does. I had also mentioned before I find it very interesting that The Rock's new movie has his real name on it and not The Rock on there. Maybe he's trying to go for a different kind of look because it's a more serious take. And honestly, this movie looks kind of good because this is like the first movie that I've seen him do where he doesn't look like he's playing himself. It actually seems like he's actually acting. So I'm hoping he does really well with this whole like MMA movie, biopic, whatever. But I always just find it funny that whenever he does movies where it's Dwayne Johnson and Dwayne the Rock Johnson, it's usually because he's not fucking with WWE.
You know what I have to say
um,
about that? Fuck his acting career, all right? He ruined Fast and the Furious, and he's ruining WWE.
I made it better.
Fuck him, all right? Fuck him. Go back
I
and
had
play the
talked about,
Scorpion King. That's all we have.
you know,
That's it.
I had talked about this. I don't know if I
Love
talked
it.
about it on the podcast, but I remember I was talking about
Jumanji
how
ruined that as well, bro. Fuck him.
I feel like he's going through like this weird midlife crisis now where he wants to put his name on something to say that like this is me. Like this is my legacy. I have this. Right?
him.
You have
He
Papa
tried it with
Tui, and we
Fast
love
and
it. We
Furious.
love it. No,
That's
none of
not big
that.
enough. That's
No,
not
it's
big enough.
big.
He wants something bigger.
Oh my god, cheap viewers? Fuck those, bro. First off, The Rock, we love you. All right, I'm salty. Okay, it's just like sometimes you get mad at your dad. You know,
Remove the
same thing,
space,
right?
bro.
Like, God, Rock,
Look at these
I'm
bots,
sorry,
bro.
bro. But like, I just can't have you coming in and ruining John Cena's career just so that you look better, right? I just can't. Anyways, sorry. I was watching the Chelsea
But-
Green segment, and she's looking.
Uh.
Oh, Canada, baby.
Oh, Canada. Oh, baby. But yeah, I guess Derek was right. I mean, that's pretty accurate for all of our rants. That's. I
Yep.
mean,
Yeah.
I mean, we said it many times. I guess like, it didn't feel like it was genuine. It felt like John Cena was trying to act, but like, he's like an old dad now, bro. He likes to joke around. He likes to have fun. You know, he's the heel run was cool for the shock factor. It would have been sick to have like The Rock and Travis involved. That's how they turned them, and the title corrupted him, and then make his way to like turning face. But it was so abrupt, and like it didn't really lead to anything. That I was just like, okay, you just ruined my hero in his last run. Thanks a lot, you know.
It's just that not enough. Yeah, there's not enough time for everyone involved. If it was somebody else, then maybe that poisoned him. But it could only be The Rock at that point. And I mean,
People say it ruined
he was
6 months
close
of
to
career.
messing up WrestleMania as well. So
Mhm.
Someone put out a
I don't
meme
know.
where it was just kind of like, what happened to John during like March 1st and August thing? It's just like we don't talk about that. It's fine.
no,
Yeah.
absolutely not. We were there for the scenes, and after that,
Now I
forgot.
ask you.
I lost my memory.
Now I ask you though,
No, don't, bro.
you-
no,
do you
it's not
think
done yet.
it would have been better if
Oh, they're gonna say flop or not.
no. Do you think it would have been better if John Cena didn't get his 17th title and he's still chasing for it now, or he gets it eventually, like near the end of his run, or like right now, and then eventually lose it? Or do you think just the heel run of him holding that title then was good enough? Or do you think the 18th is coming? Or is it
18th
over?
is coming,
Oh,
100%.
I don't think
100%,
18th is
bro.
coming. I don't think 18th is coming.
I don't
I
know,
think
bro.
yeah,
beats
like
Dirty Dom,
I
eh?
think we're
Gets his last title that he was missing.
I mean, that'd be cool. It'd be interesting for sure. I think that I'm okay with him winning the 17th at WrestleMania. I think his title reign was still good. I think he had a very it was definitely like one of the better title reigns that he's had over the last like few years. We got to see some really cool feuds. We got to see some like cool matches as him as a heel, so it was definitely a different way of watching things with his match. But yeah, I just think from like a long-term perspective, like it didn't pan out to anything. And now that we saw that it's just like, oh, okay, like he got put through a table, that apparently put him through his senses. Like he's been put through a table before. But that one time was when he was put through his senses. But again, like making the best out of a shitty situation, the fact that he called out the fact that it's just like, I had a team that convinced me that this would be a good idea
Mhm.
for Shock TV, and that team is no longer with me. They left me on my own, and I'm not going to pretend to be someone I'm not because that just doesn't work, right? And it's just like
That's
It was
fair.
a-
I
it was a
appreciate the
real-
fact that like it was a shot. It was a shot. It was a nice promo, but it was a low key shot. But yeah, so I appreciate that. But yeah, I think at the end of it, like it was cool to see it. Like it was like his heel run was what a lot of the earlier Cena fans wanted to see, and we got that. So we're happy with it. We happy for what it was. And now we people can enjoy Cena's run for I feel what it was meant to be, and that's an opportunity to celebrate him at his best. And hopefully the next 4 months will be as epic as SummerSlam was, because that was awesome. Now to
Mhm.
transition from that over to WWE's current situation with activating Brock Lesnar off of the IL. Um, it's a very interesting and risky move. Obviously, with all the legal proceedings that are surrounding Brock Lesnar right now, and also with it's surprising to me because I feel that TKO would want to minimize headaches as much as possible, which is why they took Vince off of the board in the first place. So the fact that they decided, you know what, let's just do Lesnar is kind of weird and interesting to me. Um, but seeing that reaction is exactly why I guess to them it was worth the risk. Because as much as the fans will complain, we don't want Brock, Brock is this, yada, 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 yada. The pop that he got, like, you're not getting that from Karrion Cross, right? You're not
Hell
getting that
no.
from, like,
Not
you're
Baron
not getting
Corbin,
that.
bro.
Like, all the people that the fans so called say that they support are not getting those reactions. Like, if Karrion Cross came out at the end of SummerSlam and said, like, I'm coming after you, Cena, people would probably be like, oh, yay,
Hold on.
kinda, but then also like,
But it's because they're not building any of them up. Like I've been saying, they just keep focusing on the old people, and it's still gonna
yeah,
bite them in the ass. Austin
yeah,
Theory
it
got
will.
released, and he could have been a proper star. He had the look. He could talk on the mic. He could wrestle. Why aren't you pushing him? Sami Zayn, he's not getting pushed either. I don't know, bro. They're doing some weird shit. And again, it's like 1 week somebody's controlling the company, and then the next week the smart person is controlling the company, and the next week somebody comes and fucks it up, and then somebody comes back and does it better. I don't understand.
You think TKO's
It's
getting
very
too
confusing
involved?
to me.
He's like forcing Triple H to do all these
They
things and
must
trying to
be
book
because
around.
like at this point they're probably like to what Derek said. We didn't care that they showed 18 different packages for Hulk Hogan, which again, however you feel, that's fine. But they didn't get no negative, or they did get negative reaction. They just kept pushing and ignored everyone. They basically ruined the Cena heel turn by bringing Brock back, and nobody cared. They changed Cena on a dime. Nobody cared. People complain, but they still go, and you're just gonna watch it. So at this point, I think they're just like, well, we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want, and until something crazy goes negatively wrong, even if it is immoral or whatever, it's not what all the fans want. We're just gonna push it and try to milk as much money until somebody says no, you're doing bad, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Makes sense.
New
I agree.
Day, they did the heel turn and then did nothing with it. They just kept it pushing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of feuds that have been like that. They just gloss over
Keep going.
something and just go to the next thing.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's my opinion.
Mm. All right, that was one hell
I
of a
think,
grain of salt, bro. It's a chunk,
yeah, well,
as you'd say.
and yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of things happened this week. A lot of crazy things happened this week, and it's we'll see obviously where things go, but like these these guys took Brock Lesnar out of WWE 2K25, and now you just bring him back. Like, are you gonna patch him back into the game? Because the
Yeah.
coding
Like
is
you
in there.
said, bro.
The
Thing with
coding is in there. So
DLC.
like, yeah, like the coding's in there. So if y'all want to commit, then I better see a fucking Brock Lesnar DLC in the next couple of weeks, or you guys are fucking frauds, all right?
He's just walking around the island like unknown wrestler. It's like challenge. And he's just F5ing you constantly, and you're like, what's going on here?
Like, I was supposed to get
Or
a Brock Lesnar My Rise storyline, and it was taken out because you guys were like, oh, he did this, and he did, and now you're just like, oh, it's cool now. Nah, you commit.
Uh,
And don't think about if you guys are wrong either.
This is like typical, what is it, sport washing is what they call it? Like what they do with the World Cup every year. It's like, oh yeah, we killed like 1,000 workers, but we love the World Cup, of course. So you're gonna watch it and you're gonna deal with it, and then there's people complaining that nobody cares about because the media just goes and twists the reaction. Same thing as what they did. Oh, we bring Brock back? No press conference. Sorry guys, because we're just gonna keep it pushing.
it was never them, is what the exact line was. And
What?
Triple H, he said that it never was them. It's not what WWE's made of, or something like that. They said that.
When did you say that?
I'm trying to remember when he said it. It was after the show. He said that these press conferences are not what WWE were meant to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
It was more so of like the things that they do now with the crowd around. It's like that's more interactive. That's better. Like, yeah, right, bro. You had real people asking real questions, dude. But
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
you know.
It's literally like the same thing as when they asked about Vince not being on the board, or if you see Vince coming. It's all those questions, and Triple H is like, "Well, I don't fucking know. It's not my job to know that. They just give me the stuff." And like, he doesn't want to be the one being at the forefront. Triple H gets blamed for a lot. A lot of it isn't his doing, kind of thing. Where Vince was like overseer of everything, did everything. He was the one, and then like whatever, you had like Kevin Dunn who did the cameras and shit, and then the other writers. But like it was always Vince, where it's like Triple H gets all the shit and the hype, but like half of it's probably not even him. He just does
Yeah.
a certain thing, and he doesn't have any like. Did he want to go to the White House? I don't know. He kind of whatever when he was there. Was it TKO sending him, or was it his own doing? I don't know.
We never
Or
will until
was it
the
all a
unreal.
ruse by Triple H to make John Cena look like a fraud, and he wanted to ruin his final
Because he's one more match.
Triple H is better. Yeah, exactly.
It's funny.
Triple H had to wrestle Blue Tista, and John Cena gets to wrestle whoever he wants and have a heel turn, and everyone loves him. No, Triple H is ending that right now. He's coming back pedigree.
Dead.
Yeah. It's just a weird week in wrestling, guys. I think that's why I took off Monday. I was like,
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know what's going on anymore, man.
You missed a good Raw though.
I was
a lot
like-
of chaotic stuff.
I know. I was excited to see Seth. Like I'm excited for Seth, but like I was so like hit or miss on the pay-per-view, and then the ending was like,
But don't worry, we'll see
I don't know what's
tomorrow,
going
bro.
on, man.
We'll see tomorrow.
Yeah,
we'll see how that goes.
I'll watch it, but like, come on.
You'll have to. We're there, and I'll be watching it.
Get the ship tight. What?
Oi. I said we're gonna be at the cottage tomorrow, bro. We're going to be watching it, so you have
That's what
to
you
watch
think. And
it.
then you pull up and it's me and Derek playing Mario Super Rush in the corner, bro.
Super Rush? Oh my god.
Just lit.
Oh my
Don't
god.
forget, bring one of your controllers that can connect to the PC, fam.
Oh my god. That's what you think, but then everyone's getting liquored up, and they're like chucking each other into the lake. You're like, what?
I can
But
swim
anyways.
now. That's fine.
Is that all the what we got for today? I guess.
I think so.
Okay. Well, guys, as you guys heard, we have lots to do tomorrow. We're going for our own long weekend. We're out of here. We're gonna go to a nice cottage and relax and enjoy our summer. As everyone should be, of course, here in the chat. We appreciate all of you guys staying for the rest of the night and chatting with us, letting you know your opinions, and of course, letting us rant on ours. Again, big week of wrestling. There's a lot going on. We're gonna have more information with next week's podcast to see where the storylines are leading. Where's this whole Brock Lesnar thing going? What's the next title reigns that are gonna be pushed into, because the Paris pay-per-view is coming pretty quick. I think it's by the end of this month, which is an international pay-per-view. Should be unique. Matt is too cool for
Yeah.
school.
You
Says
know why
Triple
it's gonna
H.
be? You know what? You know why it's gonna be cool? Sorry, I'm talking about the Paris pay-per-view. It's because they're gonna be like Cody Rhodes,
Oh my god.
Cody.
AJ Styles.
Cody
Na, 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 na,
Rhodes.
na, 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 na.
Phenomenal. That's why it's
Johnny-
gonna be lit.
Johnny
Thanks, Triple
Cena.
John Cena. C'est la vie. C'est la vie. All that shit, It's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Just like Derek yesterday and the day before. Spoilers.
Oh man.
Yes.
But yeah, that's it for us. We'll see you guys next week. It's been your boy Eric from EMFC.
I'm wearing sunglasses.
This is Derek from DMSC.
And we'll see you guys next week. Peace.